Hi everyone, my name's Jack Cooper. A lot of you know me as Cooper or Coop, and plenty of you know me as the Eggman from the Morning Glory Diner. And I'm here today because I wanna ask you all for help with something. It's probably, I don't know, a year or so. Been trying to get a gender affirming surgery covered through insurance, and we were thinking that it was going to happen, but after uh, the lovely JD Ackerman, my fabulous fiance, did a lot of work trying to jump through hoops and figure that stuff out. The insurance company actually said no, and so that sucks, and we have to figure out a new way to do things. So what we're going to do instead is raise the money, and so I'm here to ask for your help with that today. And 15 years ago, when I moved to the city, I got involved with an organization called THAC, which was Transgender Health Action Coalition. It was something that was started by a guy here in Philly named Ben Singer, and I was involved as a volunteer, and one of the things that we did was we were running a helpline, and in order to train to run the helpline, we had to do this exercise where we would take turns, one person being the caller and the other person being the person taking the call. So we would sit back to back in chairs and practice this. And so it was my turn to be the caller. And at the time, I was completely unaware of the fact that I was trans. I was just involved really to sort of meet people and be a part of something positive in the city. And I really even had very little information about what it meant to be trans. And as I was practicing being the caller, I started just sort of freestyling my experience and saying things like, from as early as I can remember, I've been asked if I was a boy or a girl, and just as I was talking about these things, I realized that I was talking about my actual experience, how I really grew up, how I really felt. And in that moment, I realized that I was transgender. And I remember, breaking out in tears and just realizing that. And, at the time, I did continue on with THAC for a little while. And as a result of that experience, I came out to a few of my closest friends and told them how I felt and, who I thought I was, and also started to use the name Cooper as my name and really transitioned socially, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. But I couldn't go as far with that as I wanted to, because deep down inside, I was really full of, fear and shame and guilt, and just a lot of the things that, people of trans experience have to navigate and contend with in order to wake up to who we really are. And so, I guess what happened next is, about 7.5 years ago, I got into recovery from alcoholism, and set aside that crutch that I was using to sort of I guess cope to the best of my ability with these truths about myself. And when I did that, when I got into recovery, that allowed me to find a whole different set of tools to sort of come to terms with me. And from the path of recovery, I was led onto the path of meditation, and I found Vipassana, or insight meditation, and it's really allowed me to wake up and be at ease with who I am, and to make the steps I need to make on my path to transitioning. And so that's been awesome, because back then when I first got involved, I wasn't able to be a part of the community the way that I wanted to be. It was really difficult to connect with community because I wasn't at peace with myself. And so now I'm active. I'm an active member of the vibrant LGBT community here in Philadelphia, and specifically involved with the Transgender Health Conference, the Philadelphia Trans March, the Yes Coalition, and Identity Kit, which are geared towards, they're really organizations that are geared around faith. I'm an out person of faith in the trans community, and it feels great to be able to give and receive love and support in my community and in all the communities that I'm a part of. The recovery community, my meditation community, I'm part of the world now, and it's cool. And so, yeah. It's going to change my life because I can't even think of a time that I wasn't, hoping that my body was in alignment with the way that I feel inside. And, it's something that, for many years now, it took years to even come to the realization that I deserve to feel at peace in my own body and to have my gender identity be in alignment. So I want to say it's really awesome to be able to, sort of approach my communities and ask for your help and allow you the opportunity to practice generosity and to contribute directly to my well-being and my ability to really be at home in my body and embody the person that I am fully. And so, there's a few ways that you can do that. One of them would be to contribute to the Indiegogo that, obviously this video is for. You can contribute in that way, and any amount that you contribute, whether it's, the amount doesn't matter, whether it's $5, whatever you can afford, any amount will help get me closer to the goal and closer to this awesome thing, this celebration of who I am. And so that would be great. Or the other cool thing that we're doing is it's a physical event. It will be held at the Morning Glory Diner at 10th and Fitzwater. There'll be more details underneath so you can check out if you're interested in coming out and being with me and my friends and the people that support what I'm doing. And you want to have some tea and some lemonade and some snacks and bid on items in a silent auction. There will also be a cake raffle, which is exciting. A bunch of folks they're donating cakes. They're baking homemade cakes and donating them. And you'll be able to buy raffle tickets so you can win a cake. And there'll be other stuff too. And you can read more about it underneath. So the event is called, well, Bless His Chest. And you'll have an opportunity to actually do that. Either through this Indiegogo, what's it called? Indiegogo. Whether it's through the Indiegogo fundraiser here online, or whether you come out to the actual event, or you can do both. You can just go wild and do both. So, yeah, thanks a lot, y'all. I appreciate it.